Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
What an amazing morning it's been with so many incredible heroes unlocking their secrets. I just love what I do. So make sure that you check out our past interviews at Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com, including the one we continue to get feedback on from when I interviewed the former CEO of Apple. So let's get started. I'm so excited about our next hero because I just love what he does. In fact, if it was in another world, I would love to come back and do what he does because he's got an incredible job of what he does. With that, we have Daniel Chan. Now, he can be reached at danchanmagic.com. So that may already give you a clue of what he does, but I'm going to have him steal the thunder. But before I do, first of all, Daniel, you have performed and worked at so many large companies. You are the go-to person from Google, HP, IBM, Bank of America, Apple, as I had mentioned, Airbnb. The list goes on and on and on. So steal the thunder of what you do.
I've been performing magic for about since 1999 and probably done close to 5,000 shows. And I've worked from your humble birthday party all the way up to the really big events for billionaires with tigers in their backyards. So that's my career journey.
Now let's get started when you were first. Now you were part of the pre-IPO with PayPal. What was that about?
Yeah, it's always important to know where the trends are starting because there's a lot of great ideas there, and then you can take those ideas and springboard them into your own ventures. Because I know that finding investors is a big thing, and being a part of a good, strong company culture where people are going places and the movers and makers, you want to be with them. So when you start your venture, because I have dreams of my own venture as well. So it's going to all integrate together and culminate. So you have to study the leaders that are doing things. So I'm working from every company from A to Z, from Airbnb to Zoomingle. And you look at it, you have a different perspective once you start seeing every company. And I invest one share of stock in every company that I buy that I've performed for. But also when they don't align with my company goals, I will sell those in protest.
Interesting. Definitely something very interesting. So how do you incorporate? Talk to us about what you do actually for these companies.
In the beginning, it was more like generic solutions, but when you start getting paid the top dollar, or when you're so in demand, you just start charging a lot more, but at the same time, seeing where you can integrate. But the biggest thing is, before it was trade show integration where you're integrating their tagline, but now it's more about emotional connection because company culture is broken. So people want you to heal that company culture and connect with their audiences, or at least reward their audiences for working so hard. So I thank companies on behalf of the company. I thank employees on the behalf of companies.
And again, we're talking with Daniel Chan. He can be reached at danchanmagic.com. What are some of your favorite magic or illusions you do?
Favorite part about the magic is being able to tell my story, and things like changing $1 bills into $100 bills was a favorite of my audiences. So for me, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of miracles that have happened in my life that are even more amazing. Just the success that I've had, that to me is very, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just such a blessing.
Now, going from where you started to birthday parties to major, ginormous companies and that's a very difficult path and a very hard to break into. What was the magic of being able to make that transition and get into that area and be able to do it as a living?
Yeah, I leave some clues on my website to keys to success to drive some traffic there, but continuing to provide your clients value. Even the billionaire, they want value. They want to see how you're different. So they're differentiators. You have to have this blue ocean strategy, but go beyond that. So it's like in the beginning, it was like magic and juggling and balloon twisting. And then and pickpocketing, which is a big thing. But as you get better and better, you can do less and less and less because everything is more impactful. So when things are impactful, they don't ask you to twist the balloons or juggle. They just ask you to be there for their clients, to connect with them. It's great if I do that, but They just hire me for me being me. And that's what makes you unique. You're no longer a commodity. They're hiring you as a thought leader. Some of these clients that I'm working with have given me equity in their companies in order for me to consult. They want to get acquired. They see that I've seen that process of studying all the different companies that have gotten acquired, because there's one thing that goes through my brain. When Google hires me 25 plus times, I'm studying everything about Google. I'm looking at these companies to make these small integrations. So I notice company cultures when it's broken. So I know how to invest. And that's my little insider thing, is because I just see it from the outside. I'm a little bit closer. I position myself closer to see what's going on. And I do the hard work. I really do the hard work.
Incredible. And again, we're interviewing with Daniel Chan. He was pre-IPO with PayPal. You could reach him at danchanmagic.com. Now, you've wrote a number of incredible, impressive articles. They've been on BuzzFeed, The Hustle, Business Insider. How did you end up being picked up by them?
Being able to craft the pitch properly and say the right things at the right time. But I did not, just to correct that one minor step, I didn't write the articles. Someone wrote the articles about me. So it's social proof of what I've accomplished already. So
Now,
I've written a lot of articles on Quora and other places where I'm a thought leader. And that's why I specifically have transitioned my career into thought leadership, because I have had big dreams and goals. So in order to have those big dreams and goals come to fruition, I brought together a team of people that I continue to work with. And I've made a lot of mistakes, but now I'm learning from all the mistakes.
Now, with these 5,000 shows that you've done, talk to us about maybe perhaps some of the most memorable ones that have been for you.
Oh, bringing my family to Docomo Innovations at the Plumed Horse, being able to perform with my family and live that dream. The success is only great if you can bring people with you.
You've done so much. Now, I want to know, because you keep mentioning this in regards to Silicon Valley thought leader. What does that mean?
It means that that's where I want to transition to. And I've been putting my content out there on other platforms and mediums, just like here, because there's a lot of magicians, but there's not a lot of thought leaders. To me, it means that you accumulate a following.
Right. Now, I remember, I remember going to magic shows as a child, loved it. I performed some magic to first graders, because that was the only way I was able to get away with it, of being able to perform. Whatever I did, they loved it. And that was a career that ended very soon after that, because I couldn't do anything else beyond it. But why do you think, children are just so enthralled with magic to begin with?
Life is a mystery, and magic is like a puzzle.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I got to tell you, Dan, you amaze and you delight anyone who sees you, your magic, your performances, now transitioning to being Silicon Valley's thought leader and performing at over 5,000 performances. You know what? That's amazing. That's a hero. Make sure you check out danchanmagic.com, or of course, we're going to have it on our website at Eliances.com.